Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. So in today's video I will try to explain how you can make some gold with the black market auction house, and I will really try to cover all the different things that you can buy from the black market auction house and that you can resell to then make some gold. I will then, after I make this list of the different ways you can make some gold, I will also explain the two main ways you can actually farm the black market auction house. And yeah, I hope it will give you a good overview of how you can use this auction house to actually make some gold. So I will start by explaining the 5 main ways you can make some gold out of the black market auction house, and I will start by the worst one to the best one, in my opinion. Please keep in mind that this is my personal opinion. I've been farming the black market auction house since its release in Mist of Pandaria, and yeah, I think I pretty much mastered this auction house now, but that's still just my opinion. So let's start with what is, in my opinion, the worst way to actually try to make some gold with the black market auction house, and it is the famous or unfamous unclaimed black market container. So as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, these containers are really some gambling boxes. So you can really receive all the different items from the black market auction house in these different boxes. It means you can receive, for instance, TcG Mounts, you can receive very interesting pets, you can receive very interesting items, but then it's one chance out of all the different items that you can receive from the black market auction house. It can be one of these recipe from Mist of Pandaria. It can also be one of the set piece for another class that you cannot even use. So really, for me, this is the worst way. If you actually want to make some gold through the black market auction house, buying these boxes is the worst way. Really, it's just gambling. So of course it's not good. So the fourth way to make some gold with the black market auction house is actually this Darkmoon ticket fanny pack that can contain between 250 and 500 Darkmoon price tickets. Here it says 400 to 500, but it's wrong. It's 250 to 500. So I explained in another video how you can make some gold with these different Darkmoon price tickets by then buying the replica sets. But I will say that it's a good way to make some gold, but still a little bit risky, especially right now, because first of all, you won't always receive 500 tickets. So sometimes you will only receive 250 tickets, and to buy a full replica set, it's actually 520 tickets in total. So with 250, you won't even be able to buy half of the replica, so not even 4 pieces. Also, the prices right now are really increasing for these fanny packs. So if the fanny pack is worth less than 50k, I will recommend you to buy it, because you will most likely on most realms be able to make some benefits out of it. But if it's more than 50k, I won't recommend you buying it, because then it's too risky, and yeah, it's not worth it. The third way to actually make some gold with the black market auction house is with a quest item called the Battered Hilt. This is a quest item from Wrath of the Lich King, and it's actually a pretty good item. I mean, on some realms it can really go for more than 50-60k, even sometimes more than 100k. You will end up with an achievement and different weapons appearances if you complete this quest. So this is why people are actually buying this item still today. And I will say that it's an interesting item if the price is not too high. So the starting price is 10k. You cannot buy it at the black market auction house for less than 10k. But for instance, for me, always, if it doesn't go more than 20k, I will buy it, because then you are honestly sure to make some profit out of it. And again, this is a quest item, so it won't cost you any fees when you will have to, you know, put it at the auction house. So it's pretty good to always have at least one up on your auction house. Also, one really interesting fact is the fact that, you know, these quest items are faction specific. So it means that, for instance, on your auction house, you will only be able to buy the Horde version. So someone, for instance, from Alliance who just, you know, like dropped one of the item and is putting it at the auction house will only be able to sell it to other Alliance players on the realms, not to Horde players. But with the black market auction house, what you can do is actually buy, for instance, the Alliance version when you are Horde, and then you can put it at the auction house, and Alliance player will be able to buy it. So, for instance, in my case, I always have one Horde and one Alliance up, so I can, you know, like really be on top of both markets at the same time. So this is for me a good way to make some gold. And again, if it's less than 20k, definitely you will make a profit out of this item. And also they are selling, you know, pretty quick. Probably once a month you will have, you know, like a sale. So for me, this is really a good way to make some gold out of the black market auction house. Okay, so let's move to what is, in my opinion, the second best way to make some gold with the black market auction house. And these are the TcG mounts. So for the people who don't know, these mounts are the trading card game mounts that you are able to obtain through the cards that Blizzard created for a short period of time. And as these cards have been removed and are not created anymore, the prices of these mounts is right now really insane. And there are 14 different mounts, and only 3 of them are available on the black market auction house. And out of these 3 mounts, only 2 can actually be then sold at the normal auction house. So these 2 mounts are the Woolly White Rhino and the Never Rocket Extreme. So really, for me, these 2 mounts are really interesting because they will start at 10k gold on the black market auction house. And on average, you will sell these mounts for 1.5 to 2 million gold on average on most realms. And really, this is for me, you know, like a good way to make a huge benefit. One thing you want to keep in mind is the fact that these different mounts are really a long-term investment. It means that, you know, you won't be able to sell them in just a couple of months. I mean, it really depends on the realm on which you are, but really sometimes, you know, it can take more than a year to actually sell the mount. So for me, it's important that you keep that in mind. You know, that's it's just a long-term investment. If you need some gold, you know, urgently, it's not a good way to actually make some gold. That's why actually it's in the second position. And I will always recommend you buying these 2 mounts if they are worth less than 1 million on the black market auction house, because then you will for sure make at least 200-300k benefits out of these different mounts. Also, guys, if you want to check, you know, the value of these different mounts at the moment when you are buying them, you can go on this website called WoWTcGloot.com. And then here you have this little tab called auction. So you just need to click on it, and then you will be able to actually track all the different TcG items that are available on all the different European or US realms. So for instance, if I want to check what is the current price on average for the Woolly White Rhino, you will be able to see that all these different items are being sold on all different European realms. And the cheapest one being 1.3 million, but then it's directly 1.8, and yeah, on average it's at least 2.5 million. So you will be able really easily, you know, to check the price and to assess whether this is a good investment or not. But yeah, guys, these are, you know, for me the second best way to make some gold. They are not first just because it's a long-term investment, but in terms of benefits, it will be the most important benefits that you will be able to get from items from the black market auction house. So let's move now to the first way to actually make some gold in my opinion, and these are the pets. So you have 4 different type of pets that you can obtain from the black market auction house. There are the Argent tournament pets, then you have the rare raid boss drop, the TcG pets as well, and the war drop from Vanilla, and I think there are a couple of them from overexpansion. But yeah, these are the 4 categories, and for me the most interesting one is the Argent tournament one, because these are only worth 1k at the black market auction house, and then on average you will be able to sell them for 10 to 15k on most realms. So I will recommend you to buy them if they're worth less than 6 to 7k at the black market auction house, because in most cases you will be able to actually sell them for more than that. Again, it depends on your realm, and you know, you need to assess whether this is a good investment or not. But these are really interesting pets because usually they go for only 1k or 1k5 on most black market auction house. Then I will say that the second most interesting pets are actually the TcG pets, because again, these pets really can be sold for a lot. It depends on the pet. For instance, the Spectral Tiger Cub is the best one, but most of them will sell for at least 100k, or way more on most realms, at least 200 or 300k. Again, guys, if you want to be sure, you know, of the value of the item, you can go on this website and you will be able to track, for instance, for all these different items, the current price. So for instance, for the Spectral Tiger Cub, you can see that on average it's 300k. I mean, not on average, it's the minimum price on all your European realms. So yeah, for instance, if you know the pet is being sold for only 150k at the black market auction house, I definitely recommend you buying it. Even if, again, this is kind of a long-term investment, because TcG pets are expensive, so people won't, you know, buy them as frequently as, for instance, these Argent tournament, or you know, these just war drop pets. But still, for me, they are really interesting, and you should always you know, try to buy them if they are not too expensive. For me, you know, if they are not more than 100k, definitely you should buy them. More than 100k, you need to go check on the website and assess whether this is not too risky. Then you have the war drop pets, so from different regions in Vanilla. They are really interesting. I mean, some of them can be sold for a lot. For instance, the Black Tabby Cat, the Gundrak Hatchling, the Captured Firefly. So I will recommend you to buy them if they are less than 10 to 20k. Again, it depends on the pets. For instance, the Whelpings, I won't recommend them if they are more than 10 or 15k. But then, for instance, you know, like the Black Tabby Cat, if it's under 20k, yeah, you should definitely buy it. For instance, this Giant Sewer Rat, no, you shouldn't not even buy it for 2 or 3k. Same with the Proto-Drake Whelp, same with this one. So really, for me, you know, the only ones, if I can really quickly say, are these ones, and not this one. All the Whelpings. The Disgusting Oozling can be interesting, but really check on your realm, because the prices are going down. The Hatchling again are interesting. The Parrot, you know, Yacent Mako is going down more and more each expansion, so I won't recommend you actually buying this one. But yeah, you have my recommendation, and again, I think these ones can be really interesting. And yeah, you also have these 4, but they are really not interesting, so these 4, please do not buy them. And finally, you have these rare raid boss drops, so all from Mist of Pandaria. And honestly, for me, they are not worth investing any gold, because the only issue with these pets is the fact that all of them are worth 20k minimum at the black market auction house, and on average you will be able maybe to make a little bit of benefits with some of them, especially the ones from Siege of Orgrimmar, such as this one, and this one. But again, the thing is that, you know, it really depends on the prices at the normal auction house, and sometimes the prices will be less than 20k, so you will actually lose some gold. So for me, you know, it's not that interesting. only, for instance, if you are, you know, the only one on your realm selling these pets, maybe you can, because then you will be able to control the market and to set the price that you want, so put them for 35k. But yeah, these are not for me the most interesting ones. Okay, so here you go, guys. These are the 5 different ways you can actually make some gold with the black market auction house, and I think I've covered all of them. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments, and I will make sure to think about it for the next video. Also, as Shadowlands is being released very soon, they will probably, you know, add new items to the black market auction house, and probably it will only be mounts and things like that. But sometimes, you know, they are just deciding to add random items, so maybe we will have more ways to make gold with the black market auction house. Who knows? But yeah, guys, here are the 5 ways, in my opinion, to make some gold with the black market auction house. Okay, and now I wanted to just really quickly explain what are, in my opinion, the 2 ways you can actually, you know, farm the black market auction house. So the first one is actually to just have 1 character and to farm only 1 black market auction house. So it means to only farm it on 1 specific realm. In my opinion, it's really useful when you are targeting very expensive items. So not only if you want to, you know, actually do some goals, but actually also, you know, buy expensive mounts, such as the ones from the world boss in Mist of Pandaria, or, you know, over TcG Mounts. I don't know. For me, this is the best way, because you will be able to focus on 1 black market auction house, and, you know, to really buy expensive items. Then what you can also do is actually try, you know, to have some gold on multiple realms, and check the black market auction house on all these different realms. And then, you know, for instance, in 1 day or 1 week, you will be able to buy a black tabby cat on this realm, to buy, you know, a TcG pet on this other realm for 20k, then buy a TcG mount for 500k on this one. And so, you know, it's a good way to also make some gold, but it's just that it requires you a little bit more time, and also you will need to focus on multiple realms, something that I actually don't really appreciate. I really like to have 1 realm and focus on just this one, and that's it. But I know that for some people it's working really well to farm the black market auction house on all these different realms. And yeah, I mean, if you have, you know, some goals on a lot of realms, definitely you should try. But here we go, guys. This is it for the video. But here we go, guys. This is it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and that it will help you make some gold with the black market auction house. I'm sorry, because again, this is you know, a video that just talk about another technique that requires you to have some gold originally. So I will try to make more videos on how to actually you know, make some gold without having to invest anything. And also I will try to make the guides that I'm always talking about very, very soon. But in the meantime, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to subscribe, put a like, and yeah, I will see you in the next video for sure. Bye.